sir?
I'm Pastor Victor Akande, the Osun Accord State Chairman.
Nice meeting you in person. Nice being in your office
Nice
here.
meeting you too.
Yes, sir, in Oshobu. Okay, quickly tell the world how Accord Party is faring right now in Osun State.
Accord Party is faring very, very well. On daily basis, people are joining the party from various groups and from various places and from various walks of life. So on daily basis, we are welcoming new people, new members. So Accord is showing higher on daily basis in Osun State.
Okay, moving forward, how you warming up for the 2023 general elections?
We are warming up for 2023 election. We have our politician candidate, Professor Chris Imumone, and we have other people in Osun State are contesting for various elected positions like Senate, Rep, and House of Assemblies. So we are preparing very, very well, and we are on ground, and we believe with the effort and the help of God, we are going to succeed.
Okay, being on ground, many people will be thinking that your political structure is very perfect right now. Can you proudly tell us that that is very true?
We have structures in every place in Osun State. Accord Party is not a new party in Nigeria and in Osun State, and there's no election that have come up in Osun State that Accord did not participate in it. Even the just completed gubernatorial election in July 16, we participated very, very well, and everyone in this state can testify how fair we go in that election. So Accord Party is a well-known political party in Osun State, and we have structure throughout all the local government and what's in Osun State.
Okay, let's quickly go back to 16th June 2022 gubernatorial election in Osun State. How would you rate that election?
The election was free and fair, the best I ever have in Osun State, because throughout that election, there is no anything like ballot snatching. We don't have the news of any kind of violence or gunshot or anybody being macheted with cutlass. So it was a peaceful, free, and fair election to some extent. It was good.
Okay, would you say that's a template for 2023 election, general elections?
I believe that should be the template. Election where people don't have any fear of violence that may hinder them from coming out to vote, because that's one of the things that people fear, that things will go horribly in the process of the election, and that's why we have a lot of people not coming out to vote. But with what happened in Osun State, that we have a free, fair, and peaceful election. I believe that will encourage people to come out to vote in 2023, and I believe that should be a template. Everybody should make sure that he votes and not fighting.
Okay, sir, you just talked about fear in Nigerians or in the electorates when it is time for election. But this time around in 2023, do you think they will just come out because there's no more fear, or because they want to make that statement that Nigeria cannot collapse under Nigerian leaders?
I think that is both. Before people come out, they must be sure of their security.
Good.
And if there's no security, there's no way they can express themselves. I think both factors will play out for them, because the election is peaceful, and to make their choice for who's going to lead them for the next 4 years, people want someone who they believe is the right candidate, who can deliver on his promises.
Okay, who can deliver on his promises? Quickly define your candidate, Mr. Chris, to the world.
Professor Chris Imumane is a very good, passionate, and kind and visionary leader in this party, and is a successful entrepreneur and somebody who have passion for education, and is having a lot of scholarship given out to people, especially at the grassroots level. We believe no one in this country, no child should be without basic education, and that is his passion. And he's a very young man, and he's nearly not up to 40 years, and then there is the youngest candidate among all those who are contesting for the post of president in Nigeria,
yes.
office in Nigeria. So the energy is there for him to accomplish that we are desire. You see, and the experience is there. He's a professor, and he has done well in his area of his choice in his career. So we believe he can transfer this also to governance when it comes to Nigerian presidency. So we believe that he will do well. So we pray that people should consider Accord and its candidates Professor Chris Umone.
Right. And now let's talk to the electorates. Do you have message for the electorates?
All what I have for the electorate that we should allow their conscience to guide them and not what they are going to get on that 14th day alone, not money. They should shun violence, they should shun food buying, they should shun anything that can impugn the progress of this country in whatever form. We should all come out en masse and vote peacefully and follow our conscience.
A little digress quickly, sir. Coming from the religious perspective as well, do you think they should totally ban money politics in Nigeria, like some other people are canvassing for right now?
I think that is one of the things that set us back. So there's a car is to ban such. Food buying is evil. Food buying is one of the things that is bedeviling our democracy. It should be totally condemned by any rational-minded person. It's not something good. It must be banned. And governments enact a law that whosoever involved in that should face the penalty until we enact a law that whoever committed any electoral crime will face penalty. I think we are not ready to progress.
Okay, I like your answer, but let us also see from this other angle. When Nigerians are hungry and some money had been dished out to them, do you think vote buying can be cancelled totally?
One of the virtues that we must try to develop is patience.
Is what, sir?
Patience
Patience.
and
Okay.
long suffering. Rome was not built in a day,
Yes.
but it is built by laying block one day after the other. We should be patient. If you take money because you want to vote in a day, is that money we are going to use to hit for 4 years? So we should be reasonable. We should have a long time vision, not a short time enjoyment. That is not reasonable enough for any. It's not a choice, reasonable choice for anybody to make because of a day feeding, then you sold out 4 years benefit. It doesn't make sense. So hunger doesn't need people to commit any unreasonable act. It is indecisible.
Right. Okay. I don't know if you still have a message for the Osun people.
I want to implore some people, as I've been known as the state of Omoluabi, we should continue to exhibit this in all our doings, especially in the forthcoming election, in the campaign, in the other area of the electioneering. We should let this Omoluabi virtue to prevail in all what we are going to do in some 2023 election.
Thank you very much for speaking to FOSA TV channel.
Thank
We're
you for
happy
having
to
me.
be in your office
Thank you.
here in Oshobo. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.